Like in this video, and to all my viewers, thanks for listening in. I hadn't had time really. We've been in a storm here in Savannah, Georgia, and it was awful. It was everyone lights was out, and when your lights came on in Savannah, everybody jump up and start hollering like, "Let there be light," and everybody go crazy. Oh, my lights on, calling everybody, my lights on, your lights on, your lights ain't on. Y'all come over here, and it was devastating. I mean, since our lights were off. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, six. Like long time ago in the summertime in the country. Windows up, sitting by the window, fanning, making love in the heat, all that shit. That's all, and in other parts of the country and the world, you had to say you were blessed if your lights were off because their homes were destroyed. Like just up the road from my city, Savannah, like I'm in Statesboro, tornadoes came. It was a neighborhood with 400 and $500,000 homes. They don't know where their house at. They ain't worrying about the lights or whether the water's on. They ain't worrying about none of that. Their house gone. It took like a subdivision with big old houses. You go in there like, damn, these some nice houses. It took them away. They're not there. 37 to 40 homes gone. So, in the devastation and in the catastrophes and storms, it brings us all down to what we really are as human beings, faithful and humble servants. There are things that are higher than us that we can't do a damn thing about. Nothing. You couldn't do nothing. When that storm comes to town, Lord have mercy, boy. When Helene came, like in certain parts of when what is it, Barrow, the other one came. Now it flooded. We had already came and pissed on Savannah. I'm talking about just water every goddamn place. Like you go to a favorite restaurant, water up to the goddamn roof this high. Not but water, like a goddamn ocean. Out there by what is it, Love Seafood? Man, that shit was nothing but water. Cause it's on the water. And when the water's rose above the banks, man, I'm talking about parking lot going. You can't see nothing. It's just when I chuckle because I mean it's just my way of talking, but and my way of saying damn. Sometimes I chuckle, but not to laugh at it. But and then Helene came, and what Helene did to my part of town is it took the power. It's like saying 1790 or some shit, or whenever before electricity. It was no power. People had generators. And then, yesterday, someone had a generator inside their home, and all of them died. Carbon monoxide poisoning. And they had just had on the news the day before to how to use your generators and how not to use them. The next day, I think it was three of them, they died, like a husband, wife, and a child or something. Like putting a car, you want to, no, I'm not going to go there, but people go in the garage and, turn the car on and just, they go visit another world. So I would, some things I ask people to keep us in their prayers. That don't have nothing to do with praying. You can't go pray for somebody about no. Well, we'll keep y'all in our prayer for what? For what? You can't do nothing against that. It's like called an act of God or an act of nature, which is the same thing. What you praying to stop it? You can't stop it. That's a natural occurrence of the earth. It's supposed to happen. Sort of like our woman have cramps. You can't go and pray to God. Well, I hope I don't have cramps next month. Shit, you gonna have them cramps, cuz like the cycle of the moon, that's your cycle. You got to go through it, and the earth has to go through its cycles. And round no from June to November is the earth. She has her period. She's on her what is it, the menstrual, the follicle, and then she's on her follicle stage, in between the follicle and the Latino. You know, like our woman has a cycle, the earth has a cycle like a woman also. And it has in our region, she's gonna have her cramps. When she has those menstrual cramps, you better menstrual your ass to another place. Cause her water, it's like her water bus when you're having a baby. Shit. Game over, cuz. Now you can see I got lights here, lights on, and I'll tell you, if you do have power, lights, and your house peaceful, and all, it's a blessing. You better think it's a blessing, because it could be destroyed. It could be taken from you in the wink of an eye. And our town just had a horrible the water. It was Noah. Noah. We was in the midst of Noah, the initiation of Noah. Water every goddamn place. It goes down. It leaves, and then Helene bring hell on earth here. Helene came. There's people right now, they don't have power. And our state, the state of Georgia, has been declared a state of emergency. You can, man, my partner had a generator, but I'm like, man, I was so pissed, man, fuck that generator, because I was buying bags of ice up until you couldn't find them. And I put it all in my deep freezer. I put it in the freezer. I have a freezer refrigerator. Put on that side, and it really did save them. The ice in it never melted. And I'm talking, like I said, our lights went out Friday 2 a.m. Like going to sleep Thursday night and early in the morning, Friday 2 a.m. The lights were 3 a.m. I remember, and the lights went out, and they were out until day before yesterday at 5:30. And so I had ice on everything. So when I went to buy ice, I bought an ass of it. I bought a bunch of it because wasn't thinking that it was gonna run out. I just bought enough that I want to put it on top. So if I deep freeze it, the ice never melted. In the freezer in the refrigerator, it went like 3 or 4 days, and I still kept opening it, and it was still frozen because I put some of it on top of my breakfast meats up top, and the meats in the middle that we, that's got to be cooked immediately. Then we had your frozen stuff, like waffles and all that other stuff down. And I put ice on top. It never melted until maybe the day before the lights came on. I took it out because it started putting water in the bottle. And I put another couple. I only got some more ice. And that's how bad ice was like, man, shit. And they, up in the other town, they got in a fight in Walmart. They was losing their damn minds. They started fighting each other over, because they had cheap stuff, like cheap meats. You can get steak for this, that. And people were grabbing stuff, and they start fighting over it. I mean, literally fist fight. And so, but I had a couple of friends that I worked with on the docks. And then, our other tragedy here in Savannah is that the ships, I'm in the shipping industry. I work on the ships that import and export the gross national product of the United States. We're shut down. But, so I work with a lot of people that stay in the further, in the boroughs around me. We have boroughs like Statesboro and then certain spots around, and they experience tornadoes. That's like what I was saying about the tornadoes earlier. But a couple of my partners, the guys I work with, they call dogmen. They split their houses in half. He showed me a picture of his house. It's a tree laying on his house like this. The other half of his house, it's not there. I was looking at the picture like, what the fuck is this? His house is in half. If this was his house and a tree hit here, this half is gone. You don't see it. And his cars were parked 1, 2, 3 like this in the driveway, and a tree landed on top of all 3 of his cars like this. And they mashed to the ground. It's crazy. And that's what we went through. That's what we it was hard. It was horrible. It still is. I mean, and then here's the thing with lights. So all the lights are off. Let's just say in a whole block in my neighborhood, from where I'm at now, all the way down to a main street, all the lights off on just one strip like this, one strip of street, that street that runs past my house like this. I live on the street like this. In the street that runs past it like this, all the houses out. So I'll never forget it because Alabama and Georgia was on. And the guy in the electric truck said, well, we're gonna have y'all, it's 6:30, said we're gonna have y'all lights back on in another on that street, on this street that running next to mine, in another hour. I was joyous because our lights had not been off since 2 days now. And I was just joy. I said, dog, I'm gonna get to watch the game because I watch college football. An hour came by. I rolled up. It's so dark now. When the lights, your street lights are not, it's pitch black, dog. So I rolled up, and I could walk to the end of my street, like the street that's going by my street. Like I said, like this. And my street runs like this. This street here is a long street. All the way down, street lights on, all the house lights on. But from like a block up from me on back this way, boy, you talking about Madden, I'm Georgia Bulldog. You talking about Madden the Georgia Bulldogs? I was like, you son of a bitch. You told me this go hell my, and they never, and cause so now I'm like this, their lights on. I can look and see from the corner of my house, lights on. Everybody got lights. And there's certain people right now, as of yesterday, their lights off, and the people that stay across the street from them, their lights are on. And their explanation is generators next to each other. They turn this generator on, and it can control all the houses right next to yours when your generator right here controls your house on back. But your generator might not have been on the game plan for that day until 3 days later. This was on the game plan for Tuesday. Your generator happens to be, the trucks had to leave and go get this neighborhood first generator. So they go first generator in this neighborhood. Let's just say they do it like that. And so they get back to you 3 days later. Man, you talking about a bitch. I mean, you go straight into your menstrual. What the? I'm straight moonlit. Now, I was so goddamn mad. I mean, but that's how it is. And right now, yesterday, I was talking to somebody. They said, man, I said, your lights on? He said, no, but my neighbor right across the street, their lights on. The whole side of the other side of the street on the same damn street. And so, this is the aches and pains of a storm. Helene. Helene was a 100-year storm. We'll all be gone 100 years from now. They'll be saying, oh, you heard, it's a storm that happened 100 years ago called Hellene. They're going to be talking about Helene like that. Like how we still talk about David. When David came in 79, I was a little boy. David took our little house and put it in the backyard of the people behind us. Put it back in our yard. I'm looking out the kitchen window so high I could look. And I put bam, 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 and threw it back in their yard. I said, God. I was like, what the hell? I was looking out the window. Oh yeah. When I was in my house, that first night when Helene, boy, you talking about sound like when you hear that, put your head between your legs, pray to God, cause it's time to do this. Cause see, a tornado when it's down here, when it comes down, when it whips down from the atmosphere and touch the ground and start whipping, cause it'll do like this. If it touch that ground and be stuck to them clouds, kiss your motherfucking ass goodbye. Cause that bitch will tell everything. I'm like, Lord, please, I was in my house. Please don't let no tornado, cause it does. I stay in the cul-de-sac. And it comes down here. You can hear it out. I heard it whipping. It was trying to do it. It was, and then they said it sound like a train. It'll get louder. Stop. All you hear is it stopped whipping. I'm like, oh Lord, this shit gonna tear my house up. And it didn't do it. And I could hear it leaving. Boy, that damn tornado. I don't care what nobody say, cause you do hurt. Goddamn tornado ain't nothing. Man, that's the hand of the goddamn. And people be saying, God, I don't look at the hand of the goddamn devil right there, cuz. When that goddamn tornado come, like the Tasmanian devil, cuz. What's in this trailer park? What y'all crackers doing in here? Kick all them goddamn trailers. Take a trailer park. I don't know what it got against trailer parks. I don't know. What y'all crackers doing? Hate. Talking about y'all hate. Tear that bitch from here to goddamn Canaan Kong, cuz. In the houses and states, bro. They sitting inside, go peep. Like a tornado go peep in your house. It'll open that roof up and look down that bitch. What y'all doing in there? I'm gonna let y'all go this time and throw that goddamn roof. One of my partners, I always call him partner, country boys up there. His brother asked to hold his generator from the storm. His brother stayed it's like 2 streets over from where. He told his brother, hell no. I let you hold this. And like, he telling me this. When that fucking tornado came, it took his generator and put his brother yard. He said, well, God, I was bawling. I'm crying, laughing. He said, I told him, hell, he said, when that damn tornado came, he said, when that tornado came, hey, that same damn generator I told him he couldn't hold. He said, shit. What's that? Told him, he said, man, give me that goddamn generator and put it in his brother's yard. Tornado ain't nothing to play with, God. And that tornado, they be writing about floods in the Bible. Man, shit, I can swim my ass off. And I ain't gonna say what I can and can't do in a storm. You ain't got a chance in hell against no tornado, cuz. Nothing. When that tornado come, boy, I like the Tasmanian devil. He mad as hell, cuz. Tearing up every goddamn thing. I mean, just destruction. And if you get that big category, where that motherfucker like about a mile wide, running at about $1.60, $1.50 an hour. Well, all I can do is look. Telling you, man. So we went through Helene. I kind of got off track because the storm is something I need to talk about. But our lights are on. All our daughter lights up. Finally came on. All the kids good. Lights on. My baby girl, her mama, the lights weren't on yesterday. So I hope they're on. They live in a beautiful neighborhood too. But yeah, man. I was like, I had got to the point where I had crossed over. Like at first I got emotional. I was pissed because I hate to be inconvenienced. And then I started understanding, you know what it is. This is what it is. And then I got to a point of apathy where I just started, how black people adapt. I just got to the point where, because when you go outside at night, it's pitch. I mean, I had to tote lamps like I was walking down the streets of London in 1780 or some shit. I was like, damn. And so I had to adapt. And once I adapted, I didn't care when it came back on. I had already adapted to it. I had already had my grill. I was cooking on my grill every day and taking the meat. And then, I went back agriculture days. I had to do what I had to do. And then when the lights came on, you understood your blessings. You got it. Because these are conveniences, privileges and conveniences. This stuff get taken away from you because it's back to damn horse and buggy. Because eventually the gas gonna run out, Because all the pumps went. All the people line up at them pumps for the generators and just for their cars. Man, shit, you go to a service station because you're used to being convenienced. You don't want one person wait behind one person. Shit, the wait behind, they got 4 pumps working and the down 16 pumps gas station, and the line longer than down. Shit, like, I don't know. you grow impatient with it, and that's why a lot of road rage goes on, and you ain't even on the road. So it's devastating. It still is. We still going through it. They declared a state of emergency. We can get about $1,200 if you can go through the process of applying yourself and wait for the government and FEMA to do their things, and some people will apply. My niece, tree fell on her house. I had to get some chainsaws and go cut it. I had to get up on that roof and cut all that stuff off. And I just hauled it away yesterday at the dump. And then I got a damn dump load of shit. I went to one dump. And so when I get there, because you have to tell those people that it's from your house, because they don't do rentals and they don't do other people's house. And I fucked around and got there and told her, now I rode all across town with a trailer full of damn limbs and shit, sky high, 5 miles an hour to get there. Oh, we don't take stuff from, because I'm like, well, this from a rental. Because I don't know, every time I always have a problem with that lady at that dump. And she was like, well, we don't take rental here. Sorry, sir. You have to go to Fellowship Road, and they do it for free right now. I'm like, I don't even know where Fellowship is. I don't know his sister, his aunt, who his mama is. I don't know nothing about no damn Fellowship Road. I know this in Dean Forest. So I went to Dean Forest, and I got it right. I was like, this is from my property. And they was like, okay, go ahead and fine. And I could have went there first, but the last time I went there, it was a broad there, and she was on, she was in her 15 there around the damn sun on her moon cycle and acting up and shit. And I was like, so I better go to this one. I went to this one. She was acting up, and I went back to the one, and I got in. So, I had to do that on that. I had to cut the limb. 2 big ass limbs. 2 huge ass limbs. Like, you know, had a chainsaw cutting it in half on the roof. Got on the ground, I had to cut it into more pieces. And, so it's stuff like that. And we're still on strike on my job. But to understand the strike, and you're hearing it from the horse's mouth because I'm in the union. When I was doing my videos a lot, if you look at some of my videos, you'll see that I'm on a ship. You'll see the containers coming on and off. And what I don't think I'm allowed to talk about it because they'll trip and then they'll get their fucking ass cursed out fucking with me. I mean, they know you ain't supposed to, man, don't tell me I'm supposed to stay my damn color and die. But anyway, it's like a wage dispute with us in this particular part. A wage dispute. Now, they talking about automation. Automation all around the world is something that you're not going to stop. We went through the industrial age, we went through the space age, computer age, and we're going to go through the robotic age. It's coming all around. It's going to be global. And so the replacement of mankind, the replacement of man by machine is in the stars. It's written. That's how we knew that day was coming when they took over from us, black people. We knew because it was in the stars. The robotic and automation age, it's in the stars. It's astrology. It's already happened up there. It's going, what's so above, so below. And so we're fighting automation. People keep saying, I'm like, man, automation not going to be around here. It's automation in China. Like you see robots taking shit off the damn ships where you see people up there. And they still do, like how you see that crane in my video. That's not really what's automation. That's just a crane taking boxes out the hole, putting on the person driving the truck down below. They pull off, and then another truck pulls up to take the box, put it on the truck. Person driving the truck, people down there taking the shoes out in the box because the box be locked in on, it has shoes in the box. All that is still manual. But in China and certain ports, they already experimented with automation for years now. And it's a damn truck pull up, ain't nobody in it like a drone. So they killed that driver. The 4 people on the ground that take the shoes out, that's gone. So that's 4 people, a driver, that's 5 people. And then maybe on the ship, the unlock 2. So maybe a gang is the whole structure of operating from one crane. It'd be different cranes. It's about 21 people. Shit, with automation, you're gonna lose about 19, probably 15 to 19 of those people for each crane. So a big old long ship may have a crane here, a crane here, a crane, 4 cranes, 21 people to a crane like that. So, but our fight is, without going into it in any detail, because I don't need to hear nothing from no people telling me about what I can and can't do. Bitch, I already did it. What you mean I can't? You meant to say that I shouldn't have done it. Don't tell me what the fuck I can and can't do. Or what's illegal. Who you gonna carry me to court for talking about some fucking strike that's on the fucking news? But anyway, it's wages that we had. We didn't get COVID money. Everybody around the nation, we're a union, but everybody around the nation got COVID money, and we lost so many people. People died. We worked through COVID. We never stopped working. It never was no loss of employee. You know how they shut down. 4 people was working in a restaurant or some shit and couldn't go outside. Man, we was fully 24-hour full force, still going like we did before COVID, and people were dying, and we didn't get any COVID relief. We didn't get any relief from that, and we didn't get it afterwards. So that's a part of the fight. And then our wage, we have like how people get an increase in wages. Man, we don't went 20 some damn years with them just extending our contract in the union and not paying us our money. And so that's what we're asking for, without going into any detail, because shit, the street already know that. So it ain't like I'm disclosing any inside trading or some shit. Get the fuck out of here. Like that. So that's what that. And we're on strike. We were on it since October the 1st. And we haven't been to work since. I've been sitting around getting shit done on the house. I had put a new air conditioner on this house, and I had that damn unit sitting in the backyard. My wife's like, damn, what is this, Fred Sanford or something? Edgar and Sons or some shit. And I finally got the trailer and move all that stuff. And then I had like 2 units back there, because when our AC went out, I was so hot, I didn't want her to be hot. So the guy that came around and he tried to fix it, he couldn't. So, man, I got a unit at the house. And so he took that unit off. I paid him $1,500 for his unit. This was like on the weekend. I didn't want to be hot on the weekend. That shit lasts 2 days. I told him, man, I tell you what, cuz, don't worry about it. Keep your $1,500 and keep that AC. I had to still keep the AC. I call them folks with that damn brand new shit, $12,000. Man, put that shit up there on my house. 10-year warranty. I ain't got to worry about that no more. So them two units was sitting out there, the old one and then the one I bought from him. Because it conked down on me after. It was 2 days out of the house. I called him. I'm like, man, this shit don't work. And so I had to get that out the yard. And what I'm saying is the storm, it gave me, because we work. We be working. I work 7 days a damn week. We going, and I don't have a chance to even do little stuff like, And so I had a chance to wash and wax up all the cars. A little bit of hammer and nailing I need to do. Went down to my niece's house, like I said, cut them limbs up. And then I got a trailer and move all that shit out my backyard. My yard is neat. It's just that it had doors in it. And a screen door. I had put a new screen door in the house, and I had a screen door in the back. But, man, I got rid of all that shit. I had time enough to do it. And was tired of the damn music remove. Because we work on shifts. I don't be doing all that shit. So I got that done. And so like I say, it's good and everything. But that Helene, why they name that damn storm Helene, first of all? That's what I want to know. And I'll tell you, now, we knew we was going to strike October the 1st. I'm going to tell you now, don't call me superstitious, but I told my wife, she just kept saying it. Yeah, but like you having a conversation, and then, we agree to disagree. So I said, you know what I think? Because I'm just evil sometimes like that. I said, I think them people turn them damn lights off. Because they saying like, oh, y'all on the southeast, and they got a weather machine. They got the damn machine. I don't care. I do the research. I do stuff. That's why I got my channel. I know shit that they got a machine that makes tornadoes, and they been had that motherfucker since the 1800s. They been had that shit. They just don't got a newer, powerful one. So we sitting in bed. I told her, and it's hot. We got the windows up, and I said, you know what? Even though we about to strike on the 1st, this is southeast. I said, I think them people turn that damn power off. She said, they didn't turn the power off. It was a storm. I said, me and her in bed talking. I said, well, them people can make storms. She said, Edgar, they didn't turn that power. I said, so let me ask you something. Our power off, you think they can turn it back on? She said, yeah, they can turn it back on. I said, then what makes you think that they can't fucking turn it off? Just like if I can turn you on tonight, I can turn you the fuck off too. So I was like, because I think like that because that's their MO. They like, the billionaires can run the world. The shipping industry, that's the laws of the water, seafarers, maritime. They really secretly maritime law. They old shipping families, rich and got more money than God and Peter had in that bag. Than Jesus and Peter had. Because I don't say they're the same, but Jesus and God. And I still do. I said, I think they turned the power off. And I think because they could, like how they did Hawaii. And they showed how all that shit was burnt, like a laser clean. And it was laser directed, because certain houses is burned, but where them rich people's at, ain't fuck with that. But the land that they wanted to take from the poor and start, they took, all that shit got burnt. It was directed and targeted. And so they couldn't come, like in New Orleans, them people tried to go back and rebuild. Man, the people that took all that shit. Because that's what they wanted. And so now I'm being conspiratorial, and trust me, I am. I'm not saying that this is a fact, but you have to, your inclinations and intuitions are your nature, and they're there for a specific reason, for you not to be harmed, and for you to think cleverly and not be Frankenstein ruled by whatever the news say. And I still say, oh, y'all poor ass people, and they ain't even saying niggas, because it's white people and black people in the shipping industry. Y'all poor ass people, it's rich against poor. For the fucking strike and want more money, turn the goddamn power. I believe that shit. I don't give a damn. I'm talking about, I think, because they can turn, if you can turn my goddamn lights on, think about it. You can turn them bitches off, cuz. Huh? Shit, that goddamn barrel came right, the lights ain't went off then. The storm before that, ain't no motherfucking lights went off like this. Ain't been up but went and turned all the goddamn whole city power gone. Millions of people ain't got no damn power. I got a dog named Helene, cuz. They did that shit because they knew, y'all niggas going on strike down there, don't want to work out shit. Turn the goddamn lights on. I don't care. I think like that. And when I was in it, because Man, I was hysterical. I didn't mean to think like I was hot. Like, man, these motherfuckers don't turn my damn lights off. They turned them on. My wife's telling me they did not turn the lights off, Edgar. I said, yes, they did. No, they didn't. Me and her, no, they. And she being, she being cool headed. She a Libra. The fire sign. The element in the characteristics of fire sign. She in the characteristics of a Libra is what? It's not a water sign, and it's not a fire sign, and it's like an air sign, I think it is. Libra. What Libra is? 7. Let me see. 2, 3. Libra like an air sign or some shit. I think that's what it is. Yeah, or earth sign. No, it's an air sign. It's not an earth sign. So she a Libra. She cool headed. She the cool side of the periodic table. The elements that are cool and level headed. I'm fucking Aries. First house. Angus 0. Angus of the first house of the wheel is Aries. 0 degrees tolerance for the bullshit. And I was like, man, they turn these down. I just sharing that with you, because I was dead downstairs. I'm in here burning up, ain't no AC. Damn refrigerator about to thaw out. Damn pitch black dark outside. Man, if somebody did this shit to me, I don't know shit. God don't love Moses. So, Helene fucked us up. And she pulled the plug. She pulled the plug on Savannah. He came down here, and then Burrow came down here, took his drawers off, and stood in Bryan County, Chatham County, Liberty, and pissed all over this goddamn land. Cause he peed so long, goddamn water fill up the whole goddamn basin, nothing but water. So every damn June to November in the southeast, I wonder like how the Indians, back in the day, but they lived a life far different than that bullshit they tell you in the books and all. And then, because they had cities and all, they lying. And then, and even around 1700, man, them people had all education, knowledge, and wisdom. It's in the air. It's not that some white people brought it here. Oh, we discovered electricity. Really? That's like finding first in Bull Street. Y'all discovered it? Oh, okay, we discovered it a long time ago. We knew where it was at. Oh, you found it? Same thing with electricity, aircraft, robotic aids. All that is in the air. Every civilization, every people discovers it. It's there. It's in the universe. It doesn't belong to a specific race of people who think they're superior to anyone. You discovering electricity don't make you superior to shit, because electricity was discovered by every civilization on this earth, and they discovered it far faster and quicker than you did in fucking 1800s or whenever the fuck you did. You were too late, and they too late now with their different ages, space age, the robotic age, and all. They slow. Every civilization before this civilization reached the robotic age 200-300 years ago before America did. That's how long it took them. They ain't even went through the sun and to the moon. It's portals and shit. You can go through the damn sun and get to Andromeda. They barely can get to the goddamn. They can't even get through the damn stratosphere, atmosphere, exosphere, all that shit up there. They can't get through it. They don't know how to get through that damn rock belt and shit. They don't know how to do it. But every civilization before, they must be was aliens. They came from someplace else. Yeah, because they smarter than you, the aliens. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, they was Anunnaki. Go on about your business with that dumb shit. Because Anunnaki was Mesopotamia was gods that they worship. That same way you worship Jesus and Moses and all that. They worship. That don't make them no fucking aliens. Because they was using magnetism. You try to use electricity. You should use magnetism like they did. You could lift all them damn blocks on the pyramid without fucking building some fucking diesel fossil fuel machine to try to. You can't do it. So, I don't know. I think I'm babbling, but that was a storm. I really wanted to do something else. I wanted to do a video on Venus, and I'm going to. But I got into that storm, and that's what happened. And we're still in the midst of it, and we're still on strike. So now I got to go do something productive today. But I just wanted to touch base with you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And stay away from them storms. And if you ever someplace and it's like, get to a 3, but if ever a 4 and 5, get in your goddamn rocking ship and get your ass from out of there. I'm telling you, cuz, don't play with it. Especially if you got a little churn. Oh, we gonna tough it out my ass. That tornado come around there, he not gonna be. kill the women, kill the men. In water, we kill the men, take the woman, kill the men, rape the woman, and hold the child in your arms and tell it how great their parents was. That's Roman and war. When a tornado come, kill every goddamn thing in sight. Ain't taking no prisoner, cuz. Babies, mamas, grandmamas, dogs, cat. It don't give a damn about nothing. It has no conscience. It has no feelings. If the moon don't control it. The moon control all that water and shit. Now the moon can't control no damn tornado. That's not emotion, that's rage. That's beyond the moon. That shit is beyond. That shit is crazy. And I'm telling you, if you ever in a storm or something, you got kids and stuff, man, get the hell out of there. Especially like that storm. When I seen it on the news and they said it's gonna be a category 4, 175 mile. I said, boy, it's finna wipe. I mean, I'm talking about, boy, went down there and pulled their pants down and wiped their ass down in them islands. That Corsico, all that shit gone. That man said, our house gone, my sister's house gone, my mama's house gone, my business gone, and my food truck gone. He said, every goddamn thing I built, gone. All of it. He said, oh, I was on the news. I said, God damn, can you with my lights out, it was horrible. And I couldn't imagine coming and man, my house gone. And FEMA, like the people in Statesboro, he said, I called FEMA. They told me they couldn't get nobody out. Now his house split in half, cars, trees don't land on it and all. State Farm told him, God damn, we can't get nobody out there till 3 weeks. What the hell am I supposed to do? You can imagine them islands like this inland here, up further up, but on the islands on the outside down there in South America, they tore that shit up so much. What them people got to rebuild? They just rebuilt that shit not too long ago, one of the storms. And now, like up here in Georgia, Southeast Georgia, we can't get nobody there because they just cleaned up from Burrow the storm before. They just had to go in and give people money and shit. And now Burrow's still on the FEMA chart. Like if you went until yesterday before a state of emergency, if you went on the FEMA chart to get help, they still got Debbie on that something. They ain't even got Burrow yet. They ain't got to Burrow to come give you money. Cause Debbie, I'm like, oh Lord. And he said that people told him they can't. Not only can they not help him yet, give him any money, the person, the agent that comes out, take pictures, do an assessment, all can't get to him for another 3 weeks. And you know when they tell you 3 weeks, what that means? It might be a damn 3 weeks is just to give you some kind of idea of when they might be out. It ain't when they say that we promise you 3 weeks would be. They just promise you somewhere in that area of 3 weeks to a damn month to who the fuck knows when they'll come. Horrible, man. So thank God, like I always say, man, you what you think about people is what you think about yourself. The love you give to people is the love you give to yourself. If you pass by someone, it's just like I was driving the other day. I seen a man. And I seen him because he worked for a company. He had to try to go around because it's muddy. He tried to go around some cars and got his truck stuck in the fucking mud and all the cars going by. And I wasn't in a rush because I was cutting down a tree limb. And I keep a strap because I drive my Tahoe and I got a ball on the back. And I said, I'm gonna help my man out. And so, but it was a fire station right down the street. So I had them hooked up and tied. The fireman came running down there. Y'all all right? And everything. I said, well, I got him hooked up. If I can't pull him, I said, hey, don't go nowhere. So, but you got to help people. Like how God said, when did you not help me? When you passed by me, I was stuck in the mud. So I hooked him up the back of his truck because the front of his truck was bogged down. And I seen him had on like he might have worked for like a cable company or some shit or whatever. He had his shirt on and he wasn't, I was already tree limbs and tread all over me because I was cutting limbs. And so I hooked up to him and the back on his bumper. And I seen he wasn't gonna get down. He said, I got down on the ground, went up under it and hooked it. And so I put my toe, my Tahoe's bad boy. Pressed that towing button. It's got a towing button on the gear shifter. Shit, I snatched it in first pull. And because the fireman about to walk off with, well, y'all look like y'all got. I said, hey, don't go nowhere, because they got that wrench. And so, like I was saying, if you can help people, help them. Because when you help people, you help yourself. somehow in the universe. And when you don't, you just pass by nonchalant and shit. They ain't none of my damn, like y'all Northerners. They ain't none of my goddamn business. Keep on. Y'all don't even give that thought. Y'all don't even say they ain't none of you. Keep going. And down south, you have to have a little. Still have Southern generosity. So I helped them, and then I seen a couple of other cars. There's just a lot of stuff going on. I stopped it. A young boy, he had his wife in the car and kids, and I was at a gas station. There was a line. Sir, you got any jumper cable? I said, no, I ain't got no jumper cable, but I got a bad jump box because it cost me plenty of money, but that shit a bulldozer off. And I said, I'll get my jump box, and it jumped. He said, thank you, sir. I said, ain't no problem, cuz. Well, you don't owe me anything. And so stuff like that you got to do, man. Make your life a little better. And keep your heart, cleanse your heart. A little cleaning of the heart, fasting for you. So I'm going to get out of here. I ain't going to talk you to death. Thanks for listening once again. That's what's going on down here in the Southeast. And I would say pray for us, but shit, you got to pray for yourself. And pray that when you're in a climate where it's a lion, tiger, and bear, well, shit, you can pray all you want. You're going to see that lion or that tiger or that bear eventually. And I'm in a climate where it's tornadoes and, well, really hurricanes. Tornadoes just started coming. Just go to show you how the inclement weather with the age of Aquarius. Because it's not greenhouse effect. It's just that those suns, that big sun comes around every so many years. It'd be just a regular sun and the planets, and then that big one come. And the magnetism between the big sun and the little one, it causes Earth climatic changes, like having a period, the Earth. It causes it to change for the better. And when it leaves, everything is going to be better here. And so that's what that is. It's not no damn. They use the greenhouse. They tricked us out of trillions. That goddamn Gore and all Vice President Gore and all, that greenhouse effect, they was lying, and they stole billions of tax money with trillions. They came up, we got to get this greenhouse effect. We got to put money toward, and they stole it. Because the greenhouse effect is a scam. It's a lie. What happens every 26,000 years with the earth is a cycle of the earth. And a damn thing about no greenhouse and the earth gonna burn up and this gonna happen and all that bullshit. And every 26,000 years, that big sun coming, the attraction between it be such as it pulling the water and pulling the earth and shaking it. And when it leaves, it cleanses, like shaking it up, and the earth gonna be cleansed. And that's what happens. So, but anyway, I gotta go get busy with the busy, get something done. And I would say pray for Diddy. But why would I say that? I mean, really, why would I? I don't know him. I seen the stuff he's been doing throughout the ages. Never really cared. I really just didn't. I had like Biggie, his music and all, but I never really cared for the guy. And all the stuff that I hear he doing, man, I'm a damn man. If you can't get no pussy without doping somebody up or beating their ass, my mom used to say, you're a punk, man. You're a poor excuse for him, man. So I don't have nothing. I don't know whether he did his crime or not. It's not for me or you to judge. But he been in, you let them people, you dance with the goddamn devil. When you dance with him, when he come to get your goddamn soul, shit, pack your shit and it's time to go. You lay in bed with the devil and you hold hands with him. That's how I feel about it. You shit, he been laying and holding hands with the devil. I do know that because you're in the music industry. And if that ain't the most satanic, the music industry and the entertainment industry and all that shit is satanic. They worship Saturn. They worship the black cube. The black cube. They still worship when Saturn at the time used to be, Saturn was as powerful as control. They control the planets that the Earth now that the Sun now controls. Saturn at one time had that attraction, along with Jupiter helping them. Because Saturn, Jupiter. I'm about to go off into another tangent. But anyway, as far as that's on the news. I never comment. And I ain't making no video about it. But it's distracting everyone. And I really don't have too much to say about it. Said if you did the crime, go do the damn time. At least if they say you're a homosexual and you've been raping men, well, if they put you in prison, then you will be in your natural climate, your natural germation. And you should have a bunch of fun. I mean, they're there. Because even in Georgia, on the news the other day, I said that the prisons have become such that they're allowing for atmosphere of perversion and satanic work. They a bunch of raping and sexual things, and they're not doing nothing about it. So he a powerful man. He'll be able to get a boy. He should be able to get a boy every day. I mean, with his reputation. So I don't see why he got the best of both worlds. He leaving this world the outside world, free world, to go into that entire hell in prison. So he got it made. That's my comments on it. Have a great day. And that'll end that. Thanks for listening.